Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another Wingspan tournament game, and it's a very exciting one as we begin our first ever tournament with the Asia expansion. So yeah, very exciting, getting some tournament games in with this new expansion, and this is the Collared Kingfisher Contention, and we're going to be starting things off here with a group stage where we're going to be playing 6 games with the Duet game mode. So I'm going to try and get as many of those featured here on this channel. If you want to see those, make sure you're subscribed so you get notified when each of those games come out. And so let's jump into our first game of this tournament. We are going first here, so very excited for this. Let's see what we've got in our first Duet starting hand here. Okay. We've got California quail, so I'm definitely going to be going for that. No wetland birds, which is a little bit of a concern. I mean, you do have cockatiel, do have nightingale. They can go in the wetlands. Not necessarily sure I want to play this, but we will take a look at the trait. Okay, I mean, we've got some good stuff there as well, to be honest. Mandarin duck, I quite like that early on. I think that's, yeah, pretty good one. Being able to just see more cards is always good. Get some points at the end of the round as well. So may have to go for that. We'll take a look at the bonus cards. Okay, well, got the 2 new Asia bonus cards for the forest. They're both not great, but population monitor definitely the better of the 2, so we'll go with that. Try and get some different nest types in our forest. And yeah, already start off with one here in the quail. So yeah, this is a tough one. I say I think I'm probably just gonna go with the quail here. I'm not sort of massively interested in the rest of these. I mean, cockatiel's okay. It can work in a bit of a forest engine, so maybe I'll keep that just as an option. But I say I'm probably going to pick up the Mandarin duck, and then what I might do, I quite like the green magpie as well, so I can always look at this brand new Duet map, and maybe, is there a way, okay, I was going to say if we could play the Mandarin duck and get a free card. Doesn't seem like we can, but yeah, that might be something we look at doing. I mean, I suppose there's always a world here where, let me think about this. I'm going to need the nectar for the quail. So I can't just go and spend nectar on picking up both those birds. I don't know. Maybe I can get away with leaving them. I don't know. We might have to play a little bit risky here in this opening, but we'll lock that in. I say it's good to get the quail. It's good to at least get a bit of a forest start, but hopefully, yeah, with a bit of card draw, we can get some more good stuff to add to this. And all right, here we go. Our opponent has picked as well, just keeping the 1 bird there. So be interested to see how that plays out. But yeah, I've been thinking about how I'm going to approach this, and I think I'm going to play a little bit risky here. So what I've realized I can do with this California quail and with this brand new Duet map, I can get myself a free food by taking a Duet space. And there's a nectar sat there in the feeder, so I'm actually just going to play this California quail straight away. So we're going to get this Duet map, and I want this bonus space, so I want this worm space. And that's going to let me grab a nectar, which we're going to do. And then, yeah, we're going to see. I mean, I say, I'm definitely hoping that both of these 2 are still there, because I think they're going to be good for B. But now that I've got the nectar, I can actually spend that on drawing those 2, hopefully. And then, yeah, we can get going in this forest, I think. Getting that built up quickly is going to be key. Get the food production going. Get the points. Already the egg, nice here with the quail. But okay, we've lost one of the birds we want, but the other one's still there, Mandarin duck, which probably is the more important one. So I think I will take that, and I think I will still spend the nectar just to see another card. Oh, that's a very good one as well, Eurasian coot. So another nice new Asia bird. Potentially going to be doing some tucking in the wetlands here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, we'll take a quick look at this Duet map. So as I say, we've got brand new Duet map, got some brand new end of round goals as well to think about. So we're going to be trying to get different horizontal rows this first round. Got to think a little bit about these other 2 habitats, and then pairs of matching symbols. That's always an interesting one at the end of the game. So yeah, we may have to do a little bit of forward planning for that. Okay, green magpie's going down. That makes sense. Yeah, so this is a little bit tricky. I mean, I probably do want to get this cockatiel in the game. But equally, I mean, Eurasian coot, Mandarin duck in the wetlands could be quite nice. So we'll just we'll start taking some food, hope for some nectar. There we go. That's going to be useful. for getting all of these down. Because, yeah, I wonder if maybe I could try and take this duet space as well for another bonus. Obviously, the cavity nest here with the cockatiel is going to work quite nice. And then maybe think about some of these other wetland spaces if I'm going to be playing my other wetland birds here as well. So we'll start with the cockatiel. I say not a great bird, not a great brown power, but it's better than nothing. So we'll go here. We'll take the duet bonus space. Go for a reroll. Okay, more nectar. Lovely stuff. And yeah, so you should start thinking about, you know, with these two birds, what characteristics are we looking for? I think, is one of them a ground nest? Yeah, Eurasian coot. So maybe this one would be quite good. It's always worth thinking as well about your largest group, trying to get your tokens connected in together. So we'll be doing that where we can to get some bonus points at the end. But yeah, as I say, with these horizontal rows, got to think about that as well. So grey teal's gone down. That's a very nice, yeah, opening bird to see some extra cards. So we'll see if my opponent's going to do some digging. I think, yeah, I mean, I don't think we can get a bonus space. Actually, we can. So there is one here underneath my head. Might need to rework my layout a little bit. But there is one down there, beak pointing right, which the coot would also work for. So maybe I want that actually, and just see another card. So let's play that. And yeah, we'll take the one under my head, so you don't have to worry about seeing that for the rest of the game. But let's top deck, see what we get. Black Noddy. Okay, that's a really good find. That's another nice wetland bird here. So yeah, may look at doing that, but I think priority for this round is going to be Mandarin Duck. So it's a really good teal power, that one. We're going to be seeing cards. We're going to be keeping some, tucking some, obviously giving some away, but we could be selective, give the terrible cards away to my opponent. And yeah, I mean, obviously any card we keep potentially is going to be a tuck with the coot as well. So let's take some food, see if we can get some more nectar on the reroll. We can. And okay, do I use this cockatiel power? Do I use this cockatiel power? I'm kind of tempted to. If I'm completely honest. Yeah, start using this, getting some points. So I guess let's tuck maybe the fairy ram. And go from there. And oh, okay, black-headed gull. Maybe not the bird I wanted to reveal there. We'll see if that gets picked up. But yeah, I think we can quite straightforwardly take food again here. Take food, play, as I say, this Mandarin Duck. See what that's going to do for us. So that maybe some of these extra cards next round, we can discard them, get a bit more food going. Or this Noddy, because I think, you know, we could potentially have quite a nice wetlands going on here. Okay, black-headed gull's not been picked up. Do I want to pick it up? That's the question. I'm not necessarily sure that I need to, but I could. I could just pick it up, and then I'd be forcing down the Mandarin Duck, which is not terrible. And yeah, you're only going to get probably just the one more bird down, so we should be okay for the center round goal. Yeah, do I need black-headed gull? It's quite nice for the chaos value sometimes. So maybe, yeah, maybe actually let's pick it up. See what we get off the top. Okay, Shrike Thresh. Again, that's not bad. And it is a different nest type for this forest, which I'm going to be thinking about. This population monitor. We've already got 2. So if we can, yeah, try and get more of that. So I might actually just skip these Eurasian coot tucks. For now. We can always use those later. As I say, we should be having some extra cards. You know, if we're going to have Noddy and black-headed gull in the wetlands, we're definitely going to be drawing a bunch and using those powers. But yeah, the duck as well, Mandarin Duck, is going to have, yeah, some extra cards coming through for us. So I think we do play this. You know, it's a free tuck every round. It's a free point, so it's basically a 7-point bird right now. And as I say, it's going to give us extra cards, so 3 of those rounds, those will be useful, and potentially extra points as well. Just seeing cards is always good. So you're still drawing, but okay, I think, yeah, we're going to do this Mandarin Duck, so we're going to get that down, force it down in the wetlands, see which spaces we can take. Okay, I'm probably going to want some of these ones in the middle. I think in duet games, these are the key spots, these are the key spaces. They connect into the most different spaces. You can really branch out. So We'll go for the worm. It does match with the worm we've already got. Yeah, that we played earlier. So that's good for the last end of round goal. So yeah, no bonus spaces on offer. So I think we'll take the worm space as the best available one. And yeah, we can start thinking ahead a little bit as well. Say with this black noddy, you know, maybe we can take this fish space. Black-headed gull could go here as well. Maybe even this fish space. So it's useful to start planning out, start thinking where you're going to connect through. As I say, getting a large group of tokens is important. It's not something you want to ignore, because it's a great way of picking up some extra points at the end of the game. So yeah, we're well set. We're going to win this end of round goal, which of course is going to mean we go second in the next round, but that's fine by me if we pick up a couple of points. But let's see what this Mandarin duck is going to find for us here. Okay, it's going to find us a wood duck. So maybe we don't maybe we don't get the wetlands anymore. But there's lots of good options here. I mean, even there's kakapo. That's interesting. Night heron as well. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to pass up on a wood duck, right? When you've already got quail and cockatiel. So I think we're going to be keeping that. We're going to be tucking, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter really what I tuck. So I guess let's tuck the kakapo, and we've got to give one of these away. So I'll probably give the oyster catcher. I feel like that's the least valuable one here. And at the very least, we would get something back from that. So enjoy your oyster catcher. We've just got a wood duck. So Mandarin duck, finding us another duck to have a good time in this forest. So also this shrike thrush as well. So yeah, we can definitely build out a nice forest here. Even this noddy, you know, that's still going to be a good play. It's still big points. We still want to get bird started in this wetlands for the duet tokens. So okay, win the end of round goal. Very nice. Come into round 2. And yeah, we'll see how my opponent's going to play this. But as I say, I think we take food and hopefully get the wood duck food straight away. Get this in the game. And yeah, just keep on taking food. Use this forest. We can use this cockatiel with any extra food we get. But otherwise, we're just going to be trying to grab some nectar, trying to find more big point birds. Pretty standard wood duck game. But obviously, yeah, some slight nuances now with the with the duet board to think about. So that's gonna, yeah, make things definitely interesting. But okay, house finch is going down. That's a nice one. Can draw in the grasslands. But it does mean we get to take food here, and hopefully, yeah, we'll chuck this gull. There we go. We get our nectar. So we'll definitely skip that because we want to get wood duck down, and we'll get our egg as well from the quail. So yeah, we're pretty well set here. Pretty well set. So wood duck's going to go down. Yeah, probably. I guess let's think about this round. Probably take food twice. Play the shrike thrush. Take food once more and play the noddy. I think that works out quite nicely. So try and do that. But yeah, first things first. Wood duck in the game. And yeah, I guess we want to take probably this one because it's nicely connected in. And as well, if we're going to go shrike thrush, that probably goes here. So we can definitely sort of yeah, grab all these ones up here in this northwestern corner. So yeah, we'll happily take the space that's going to connect in and is going to get us more points at the end of the game. So we'll go from there. And yeah, I mean, something like that blue-winged warbler, that might be nice. We are obviously going to have to play some grassland birds at some point, get the duet tokens in there. So a big point bird like that is always welcome. But yeah, let's, for now, take some food. And I guess, again, do we use this cockatiel? I think we probably do. I think where we get the opportunity to, I think it makes sense to. So, okay, blue throat's not bad either. Is that better duet token wise? I mean, not really. So I probably will take this. I probably will take this warbler. Oh, and we get to choose one to tuck. Well, I guess probably that. And yeah, ditch this blue throat. So not too bad. Okay, now Australian ravens come up. That's an excellent find. So hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on that. And yeah, do some caching at the end of the game because, you know, if we're running wood duck, we're going to be drawing cards a lot up there. We're going to be taking food. Potentially we might have some extra food left over. So yeah, it's gonna be useful to have some way, not just with this cockatiel, but potentially with the raven to, yeah, turn that into extra points. So we'll see if that's still there. But yeah, I think otherwise we'll be quite straightforwardly taking food, playing this Shrike Thrush, getting that in the game. This is going to be a good one, and yeah, will be another different nest type. So obviously with the wood duck, we've sort of ruined our chance of maxing this out. But I think even if we get 4 types, 5 points is pretty good. So wedge-tailed eagle, another nice big point bird going down. So gotta watch out there. But yeah, let's take food. Let's take food, and absolutely we're grabbing this raven. But okay, Indian peafowls come up now. That again is very nice. I'm not sure I need the extra cards, but yeah, I think actually let's block this hawk. Yeah, I think probably that does go. In another world that'd be useful, but I think between the 2 ducks that we've got, we're seeing plenty of cards. I don't want to help my opponent out with more, so we'll get rid of you. And yeah, Shrike Thrush will go down. I say we're then going to be looking for a platform or a star. I mean, we could easily just play this Australian Raven as the platform nest, but hopefully, yeah, I mean, we're looking for just nice big point birds. If we can find like a grey horned owl or something like that for a few extra points, that would be good. But yeah, as I say, between the double ducks we've got, I think we're going to be able to find some good stuff here. And on to our next turn here. Opponent is laying eggs using that grassland, so we're going to get this Shrike Thrush down, as I say. So that's going to be a nice one. And we have lots of choices for duet spaces now. Could take this one for the bonus. But I'm just thinking that feels like quite a tricky one to connect to. You know, I'm already going to be trying to get my wetland spaces probably down here to try and connect through. I don't know necessarily if I connect to this one, so I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm actually going to take this one, because that does just connect over here, you know, in case that's useful for our last grass or last forest bird. So yeah, we'll go with that. And I'd say 2 turns left here should be hopefully straightforward. We're going to take food, and yeah, I think play this black noddy. Try and go for this end of round goal as well. Pick up a few more points. I mean, I don't really mind going second, I think, in the end of round goals. So I'm quite happy to, yeah, win these end of round goals, take the points on offer. Because obviously you only get points for winning. So that first round I won, got 2 points. My opponent got 0. So yeah, I think it is definitely worth trying to pick these up where you can. Obviously, birds and grasslands, we're probably going to struggle a little bit there, but we should be able to get, yeah, at least 1. But it's the thing, if you get 0 points for losing, you don't even need to bother qualifying. So we can sort of play that by ear. Okay, here we go. Oyster Catcher has gone down. Ooh, getting a lesser white throat. That is going to be a very, very tempting play for me to go with. So, I mean, I've certainly got to pick it up. But yeah, I mean, getting 3 eggs, that's always appealing. So definitely want to look at doing that. Probably in the grasslands. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one because I say I know I can win this end of round goal. Most likely, I mean, because you could play something, but we know that we're either going to win instead of tying, or we're going to tie instead of losing by playing the noddy. So it always has 3 points extra value, which, you know, is more than what this white throat would give me for this round. So I think we do go with that. We do get some nectar on the reroll, which is lovely stuff. So yeah, we've got a 3 nectar. So I think we do commit. I think we go with the noddy. See what this Shrike Thrush could do for us. Excellent stuff. We'll take those 2 caches. See what the wood duck can keep finding. For us here. Ooh, greater adjutant. This is a very interesting one where we're going to copy our opponent's bonus card. So we may well play that. But I think with this kind of bird, you want to play it as late as possible. Don't tell your opponent you're going to copy one of their bonus cards, because it could influence which ones they want to keep later on. So let's do a tuck. I think probably this nuthatch can go. And yeah, I think this chaffinch can go as well. Don't see myself having enough cards to tuck there, but Yes, I think Noddy goes down here, and I think probably... Yeah, I was hoping I was going to be able to get this this duet space. We may not be able to connect into here, so I'm probably going to stick with what I've got up here. So I'll take this fish one here for the extra card as well. And yeah, just see, you know, later on maybe we'll be able to get this ground nest space, maybe we'll be able to get this platform nest space, so maybe we can connect through. But yeah, this one in the bottom left corner, that might be, yeah, a little bit too far away, and especially you can sort of see my opponent is probably going to try and connect through here. So yeah, one or both of these spaces may well be blocked, which could prove a challenge for us to manage with. But here we go. On to our last turn. Snowy Egret's gone down, so yeah, we're going to tie at the end of round goal by playing the Noddy. And yeah, I guess we do. I think we do take this space up here for the extra card. So tempted to take this flycatcher because it's big points. I may well actually just yeah, go ahead and do that. And onto our Mandarin Duck. So again, we're going to see 5 cards here. We're going to get to keep one, and I think the one I want to keep is it's going to be this Common Swift. So we're going to have lots of ways of turning food into points here. I don't think anything else here is really that interesting. I mean, Partridge is always kind of interesting. I don't think it's the game for Partridge here for us. So yeah, I'm going to keep the Swift. I'm going to tuck the Partridge, and I'm going to give Yellow Bitten because I think that's pretty terrible power. So you can enjoy that. And yeah, I've got some good stuff here. So I say may need to think carefully about what we play in, what order we play it in. As we go to the next round, but certainly, yeah, plenty of good birds. It's just going to be about being able to get hold of enough food to play them. So, yeah, I think getting that last forest bird in may be key. So, maybe I may just rush the Raven in next round. We know it's going to get a couple more points here, so that might be the priority. But if we get another good engine bird, I think that would also be nice. So we tie the end of round goal, and because we tied, we actually both get the points and the order flips. So we will go first here. And yeah, nothing great in the trace. So I think we're just going to take food here. And I think it's time to start throwing cards. So I think this white throat, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get that in. We've already got so many other good birds I want to play. So I'm going to throw you start, yeah, aggressively grabbing more nectar. And hopefully, there we go, Shrike Thrush is going to continue doing good work. See what we get here. Butcher Bird, that's kind of interesting. That's a Sparrow, is definitely not interesting. What do we want to tuck? I guess probably this Blackstalk's the most valuable one there, so we'll get rid of you. Yeah, Butcher Bird, this, I don't know, this could be interesting, but as I say, I already know this Raven is basically 9 points, so it's already 4 points better than the Butcher Bird. Can I trust Butcher Bird to get 4 points over the rest of the game? I don't know necessarily that I can, so I think I'll take the safe Raven. So yeah, take food again, play Raven, then we've got 3 turns left. So probably take food, play the Swift, and then play something else in the grasslands. Maybe this Warbler, maybe this Flycatcher, because I'm thinking actually we're probably going to need to lay eggs once if I'm going to want to play Adjutant, if I'm going to want to, you know, get some extra birds down. So it may be useful to lay eggs and get a worm, which we know is going to be a point here. So, okay, you have taken food. We'll do the same. And yeah, I mean, I guess do we start taking worms if we're going to play the Swift? We're not going to need that much nectar. So maybe we'll take a worm here. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I did, because none coming up on the reset here. We will take 1 nectar though. And wow, Shrike Thrush is going on a tear here. This is nice. This is what I like to see. So we'll happily take some more there. Okay, Chipping Sparrow. Yeah, you would have been nice earlier, but again, 1 point here. Did a bit late. And yeah, I guess, I mean, you've already got pretty good card draw, so we'll block the Forest Bird. But I don't think any of those are going to be that interesting. Yeah, Chipping Sparrow. I don't know, these eggs could be valuable, but I think if I just have to take 1 turn out laying eggs, that's fine. And yeah, I think I said rather get the big point birds in this case being the Australian raven. So yeah, we're looking good, looking healthy on the points, which is nice. But yeah, so just gotta think about these duet tokens. I really want this space with the ground nest, but I don't have anything to play that has a ground nest in the wetlands, so that is a bit of a problem. And we're not gonna be able to connect around here because we've already played 4 of our forest spaces. And yeah, there's only five spots to use up, so it's gonna be a challenge to connect around that way. So this is the hot property. This is the one we're gonna fight over to try and connect. Yeah, our different duet sections together. So we'll see what we can manage there. But yeah, if we're gonna play some grassland birds, we can always try and yeah, grab some of these spots as well, and maybe this becomes our bigger area. I think we'll just yeah, have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, we'll see what my opponent is going to do as well. But as I say, I think we'll do the raven. We'll do the raven. We'll take food. We'll see how many worms we get. I guess we'll try and take as many worms as we can. But it may be that actually we play the swift and then have another turn taking food just to get extra worms, because we know they're all worth a point. We know we're gonna, you know, hopefully score points with the shrike thrush, the cockatiel, and of course this California quail. We do need the eggs, so I think that's sort of priority number 1. And then yeah, going into that last round, as I say, maybe this adjutant, maybe it's time to try and work out what bonus card my opponent's got. I'm sort of thinking it might be like rodentologist or falconer. You know, whenever you see wedge-tailed eagle go in alongside the magpie and the egret, that sort of gives a little bit of information. But yeah, maybe we'll get more as the game goes on. And back round onto our turn here. Okay, New Holland honey eater. That's gone down. That's not a bird you see played too often, but maybe we'll get some extra nectar. But yeah, I think I said we're going to go with this Australian raven. And no, we want to spend all nectar here. Thank you. So we'll do that. Clear off this quail. And yeah, I think we're going to take this worm space. Now, what I'm thinking is there's sort of 2 outcomes. Either we do connect through here, in which case the worm space is connected in anyway, or we don't, and actually this might become our bigger area. So I think this is worth doing. And yeah, it might help with the pair of matching symbols if we can also take this worm space when we play the common swift. So worth thinking about. But yeah, let's just get that down. As I say, build up this forest, so we're now getting even more food, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, probably, let's say, probably take food. We'll take food and see. I want to try and max out this swift this round if we can, because it's just 3 points basically if we're going to be taking food and running this forest anyway. But yeah, we'll do that and say see. I mean, this adjutant's only going to be worth playing if we can get a good bonus card off it. Otherwise, I'd rather take the safe play of being a flycatcher or a warbler, or hopefully, yes, some other good bird that's going to come up. And as I say, we need the ground nest. We need the ground nest in the wetlands more. So if Puffin wants to show up, that'd be great. We can take that. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what we can find. And onto our turn once more here. And yeah, it's going to be time to take some food. So we're hoping for as many worms as we can get our hands on. We're not getting those. Unfortunately, no seeds either. So cockatiel, that's going to be a bit of a struggle to use that. So, okay. Okay. Got to think carefully about this one. I think maybe I just take these food and we do set ourselves up again for, yeah, more food next round. So, okay. Right, Thresh is not getting the goods either, so that's definitely a shame. Do I take this cormorant? I'm sort of tempted. It's maybe an option, but again, I'm looking for ground nest in the wetlands, so we won't go for that. And definitely will ditch the mistletoe bird. So yeah, I think we go food again. I say we'll be able to get the 5 worms this round. That's going to be useful. And there are at least seeds this time, so that's also going to be useful. And yeah, any other random food as we say, is going to go on the Raven. So, okay, you played the Bitten. Where did you go on the Duet space? Okay, you went for this one. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be what we both want. Not coming our way quite yet. So, I guess let's just take food now. So, I guess to go worm. I want to make sure I'm getting some seeds. So, let's actually take these. And then maybe we can use one of them next round as well. So, okay, Shrike Thrush still disappointing. Can we get a ground nest? Okay, I mean, we technically can. Not necessarily sure. Actually, maybe let's block this cormorant. Not actually sure that that's going to be too good for us. That lapwing. But you never know. I mean, maybe. Maybe it could be. If each of the food that we get is then, you know, turned into a tuck on the Swift or a cash on the Raven. This could potentially be 6 points. But it's more about that value of, yeah, connecting through the Duet tokens, because we could be potentially getting like 5 or 6 extra points here just by connecting our groups in and blocking my opponent from doing so as well. So, yeah, there's sort of some additional value here that you don't necessarily expect to be getting from something like Masked Lapwing. So, yeah, we'll see, but I think I'll say for now, it's going to be Common Swift. And then we'll see as we go into the next round, because we are going to be going first, because we are losing this end of round goal. So we may have to be ready to go and pick up something good in the tray. But yeah, I think otherwise we'll do a bit of thinking and see which bears we want to play. And on to our last turn of the round. Opponent is doing some digging, but we're going to be doing some bird playing. So Common Swift going down. And yeah, so we can take this spot here for the worm, get a matching token symbol for that last end of round goal. And that is going to be something I'm going to be looking at. So, yeah, so we have got our 2 pairs of worms, but we've got to be looking at some other ones. So maybe, yeah, maybe we try and go for the cavity space to match up with this one. The less than 50 is already gone. The other fish space is also already gone. But we've also got to think about which ones my opponent is potentially going to be going for as well. So, okay, he's the Imperial Eagle. Very nice, going down. Yeah, I think this, I mean, that's already a good play. I think it's going to be Rodentologist, because the Bitten as well kind of smells Rodentologist-y. We would actually score reasonably well off that with 2 birds down. So, that could well be an option. But we'll see first of all what this Mandarin Duck is going to get us. Okay, more Rodentologist birds, but also Gold's Finch. I think that's potentially, yeah, nice one here with the yellow power. So I think I'm going to go with that. And it is a cavity nest as well, which I just identified as a potentially useful spot in the grasslands there. So let's go with that. Let's keep, I guess, or sorry, let's tuck. I don't know. We'll tuck the barbet, and I think you can have. Definitely don't give you the rodent bird. Let's give you the morning dove, because it's 0 points at this stage of the game. So that's fine by me. Yeah, we'll do our 5 swift tucks. Very, very nice. And yeah, so we've got some thinking to do in this last round. I mean, I'm going to want to be playing birds, but also, I mean, we've got the common swift, we've got the raven. We've got ways of using up food. So if we do have a bit more extras laying around, it's not a big deal. We've also got to think about nectar, because we are behind in the grasslands. I think we can totally win that with a couple of good plays. So that'd be something to keep an eye on. But yeah, we lose that end of round goal, which means we go first in. Okay, we've got some more yellow powers coming up. Magpie Lark. That could be interesting. Philippine Eagle as well. I may have to block that. Because that is one that I don't want to be leaving for my opponent. Especially if I think they've got Rodentologist or Falconer. So we'll go at that. Okay, Shrike Thrush finally doing some good. Yeah, I think let's pick up both of these. I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll tuck you. So we're just going to completely wipe the tray, which is always a little bit risky, but okay, that's paid off. So okay, yeah, I'd say we've got some decisions to make here. I think playing this lapwing, as weird as it may seem, I think playing that just for the duet token, you know, connecting through, I think that has a lot of value. It's a shame that it doesn't also help this end of round goal. I mean, maybe we somehow get this spot as well, but I don't think we've actually got a ground nest for there either. But yeah, I think, so we may May look at doing that, but yeah, we got to think what we're going to do with these yellow powers as well. That's going to make things interesting. So, okay, you're laying eggs. How much nectar have you got? You got 1 nectar, so... Do I think I need to spend my one of my nectar here in the wetlands? I think I probably do on this lapwing, so... let's think about it. It's 4 turns left, so if I did lapwing, I'd probably take food once more. I don't know necessarily if I can use this magpie lark. I think I'd probably be safer doing the gold's finch. So, yeah, if I play the lapwing, I've got 1 egg. I take food, I've got 2 eggs. I play gold's finch, I have 1 egg again. And then I guess I take food again. And then I have 2 eggs, which does mean I could potentially be playing adjutant as the extra play. So I think that works out. I think that does work out. So let's do this lapwing. As weird as this seems, it does get us our very, very powerful duet space here. So we'll go with that. We get all the food in the world. So, okay, we may actually be good for food here. Yeah, which may change things. I mean, maybe... I'm wondering now if, like, maybe we do play the flycatcher. Play the flycatcher, lay eggs. Then play... yeah, then play the gold's finch, perhaps. That might be an option. And then, yeah, let's say it's going to be... I think maybe this warbler might still be a safe play. Of course, we do need worms for that as well, so... that may not be guaranteed. I don't know, let's... I do need to actually count my food. So we've got 11 food at the moment, so... Yeah, I mean, in theory, we still need more worms. So we still need 2 more worms. I feel like actually we could still be taking food again here. So I think maybe we do gold's finch food. We would need more eggs if we want to be playing more birds. So probably do need to lay eggs at some point. That's the tricky thing. Maybe I take food and just hope that I get something that can lay a bunch of eggs. What are you doing? Yeah, you're still laying eggs. Yeah, picking up this nectar, which that could have implications here in the grasslands. So we do have to think about that. But yeah, we've just got lots of good birds and not necessarily all the eggs. Maybe I do just play the flycatcher. Just think about this. If I play flycatcher, laid eggs, I think probably a bunch of this food. Yeah, flycatcher, eggs. Got to think about which spots I could take. Say this space here is quite tempting, but the flycatcher would have to go here, which means I probably want to take this spot. Which, yeah, doesn't help. You are ahead on the end of round goal now. I don't know if I can catch that. I think that's going to be too tough. I don't think adjutant can do us any favors either, so... Oh, difficult decisions. Difficult decisions here. Wonder if maybe... If we did magpie lark, eggs, food... Or maybe it would even be gold's finch. Gold's finch, eggs, food. And then gold's finch plays magpie lark, and magpie lark plays blue-winged warbler. But then we're still not really being able to get enough nectar down. I don't know, this is tricky. I'm not really sure what to do here. I'm gonna actually hopefully get a seed here. Yeah, okay. I mean, I suppose we actually would have got seed. So maybe we take worms. We'll take the worms for sure. I suppose, I mean, is the black redstart useful? Just to get eggs to then use the magpie lark? It does have a star nest. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. The duet makes things hard in the end game. Makes for difficult decisions, so... Yeah, maybe we could do the red start. Just trying to work out if we can do red star and magpie lark. Thing is, like, 10 of this food, I say 10 of this food is going to be gone. I think we are kind of actually going to be tight on food. We want to use the swift and the raven, so you laying eggs again, yeah. It's 3 nectar. I think this is all going to get spent in the grasslands. It could well go in the wetlands as well. So yeah, if 10 of this food is gone, that leaves us 4, which would mean like goldfinch into warbler would be doable. But yeah, this is basically just like a double play at this point. So I don't know necessarily how useful that is. Maybe we just play 2 birds. Maybe we just play flycatcher warbler. And just be happy with that. It's just tough because I do want this space here. Oh, I suppose actually that gets us a free egg. Now, does that help? Does that change things? I don't think it does, but it could do. But yeah, I think we've got to just go for the duet tokens here. So let's play the goldfinch. Yeah, take the. I suppose we could actually go for this one. That's going to help the end of round goal. I don't know. I could totally see my opponent just catching us out here with another matching pair. But I mean, what could they take? I suppose this is the other one for them as well. Yeah, I think I need to just take the points where I know I can get them, and I don't know if I can get them. Unfortunately, through this end of round goal. So, tough end game here. Lots of mental gymnastics going on. So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe now I need to take food again. Take food again, and then yeah, goldfinch is going to play something. Yeah, okay, woodcock's going in. So okay, so the nectar doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I just take food. Grab another worm. Okay, grab some more seeds for good measure. Why not? Okay, that's disappointing, butcher bird. Can we get anything last minute that's going to help us? Okay, where were you a little bit earlier? Although we actually don't have any cup nests, so I don't think that's going to really help, unfortunately. So okay. Well, we are going to get our swift tucks and our raven caches, but yeah, I mean, what do we play? What do we play? I think it is going to have to be Blue-winged Warbler. I don't know necessarily if I want to take that adjutant gamble. I do think it probably is Rodentologist, but if that is the case, then it's not going to be worth playing. But I mean, who knows? Maybe actually Mandarin Duck could get something good. Well, it can, but yeah, I mean, even Frigate Bird is, you know, not any better. But I suppose we will keep it. We'll tuck the stalk, and yeah, you can have a 0-pointer at the end. Yeah, we'll take our common swift tucks as well. But yeah, so you did win that end of round goal. So top one, I say I think we could have taken this one and gotten the extra pair. But not to be here. So okay, into the yellow. So I'll say I think yeah, I think we do go the safe Blue-winged Warbler play here. That does also get us this space here, which is again connecting into our duet token, so that's good. Now we can do the raven, so we'll just cache a bunch more. So okay, we only have 3 leftover food. That's not too bad. Yeah, we did win 2 of the 3 nectars, so that was also definitely helpful. Pick up a few extra points if we come into the final score. So I'm not really too sure. I think that game could have got a lot better than it did. Definitely some struggles in the end game, but we did get lots of birds down. Okay, not a great bonus card for my opponent. Obviously, they did better on the end of our gods and better on the eggs. But I'm hoping, yeah, with these caches and with these tucks, that is definitely where we were strong. Obviously, as I say, picking up the nectar points and the duet token advantage. I think we are going to win this game. We are. But a close margin. I mean, only 10 points in it. 121 to 111. So, yeah, definitely an interesting game. I say wood duck coming up. Made for a very, very nice forest. But, yeah, some tough ones. Some tough decisions at the end. Made it a difficult end game. But enough in the end. And I'd say 5 on our bonus card. So I suppose let's take a look. What could we have got? Ethologist. Would that have been worth it for us? I mean, actually, in the wetlands, we could have had a good score there. But yeah, I'm not gonna be guessing that one. But yeah, not a bad board to be honest. I mean, New Holland honey actually worked out pretty well in the end for going in this grasses. But yeah, not quite enough hit in this game. But we get a win on the board, which is definitely what I wanted in this first game of the tournament. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for tuning in. As said at the start, we've got plenty of group games in this tournament, so I'll get as many of them here as I can. If you want to see those, do hit subscribe, do follow along, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.